The fact that we live in big cities, we live high stress lifestyles. What are some tips? I mean, you seem like a very fit, very vibrant woman. How do you handle stress, running a business, living in the city?
Take care of your gut health. You know, 90% of the serotonin, which is your feel-good hormone, is secreted in your gut. So if you have poor gut health, if you're someone who's constantly popping antacids, if you have belching, bloating, if you're always complaining about gut issues, if you're constipated, you're not going to produce that serotonin, which means you're not going to be in a state of calm. You're not going to be in that ability. Your brain's not going to be able to process at all because you're just lacking, you're deficient in serotonin. So focus on that. How often when you're nervous, whether you're giving a talk or an exam, you get butterflies in your gut. If you're stressed and if you're anxious, you should have butterflies in your brain. Why are you having butterflies in your gut? Because there is a direct gut-brain connection. And this is a bi-directional connection. They're like friends who sit and talk to each other. So that's the axis. And in fact, very often when patients come with irritable bowel syndrome, we give them antidepressants because you're actually taking care of the mind. That's the connection. So when people come with anxiety, I always say, I can tell you something to take care of it now, which is acute, but you need to take care of it long term. And long term, you need to take care of it by taking care of your gut. So that is the most important thing for long-term stress. When you have anxiety that you need to take care of now, breathe correctly. So, and I've said this also multiple times, but breathing is the simplest, most powerful way to take care of stress and anxiety in the now. If you want to control it in the next 5 minutes, you do what's called vagal breathing. You can Google it, you can check it on YouTube. Vagal breathing is where your exhalation is longer than your inhalation. So it doesn't matter whether you do inhale twice, exhale 4 times, or they say your exhalation should be twice as much as your inhalation. A lot of people cannot do that. Just make sure your exhalation is longer. And if it is, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. This happens through activation of the vagus nerve. When that happens, you go into an immediate rest and digest state. So you can be really anxious and you can be, oh my God, I'm so stressed and I don't know what to do. You have never met an anxious person who's just sitting here and resting metabolic rate or heart rate is 60 and I'm so chilled out. It'll almost never happen. But when you activate your vagus nerve, you will get there. And you will get there in 5 minutes. So that's a strategy.